Dear students, today I am going to explain you about gas laws. And in that gas laws, first I will talk about Robert Boyle's Robert Boyle. He gave us Boyle's law. Okay? Here three quantities are there. P stands for pressure, V stands for volume, and T stands for temperature. Okay? So, Robert Boyle says that at constant temperature, at constant temperature, P is directly proportional to V inverse 1, or this also can be written as P is directly proportional to 1 by V. See, is read as P is directly proportional to V inverse 1, or is read as P is directly proportional to 1 by V. Now you see, this, what does this mean? It means that P is inversely proportional to V. What does this mean? This is written as P, okay, like this. Or this can also be written as 1 by V. What does this mean? Here it means that P increases, then V decreases. And vice versa. P decrease, then V increase. This is called vice versa. Okay. Now you see, P is increasing, then V decreases. It is only because there here P equals to K into 1 by V, where K is a constant. And that's why PV equals to K. Yes. And now in this case, when P becomes P1, then V becomes V1. This is the change. This changes. This change is either increase or decrease. In any way, this change can take place, and that's why P1 V1 becomes P2 V2. That means their product is always constant. Product of pressure and volume is always constant. Constant means fixed. Same. Now, one thing you see, 760 millimeter of Hg column. Here column stands for perpendicular height, and that is equals to, this can also be written as 76 cm of Hg column, and that is equals to 1 atm. What is this atm? That is 1 atmospheric pressure, and this is coming in STP or NTP. What does this mean? Standard temperature and pressure is called STP. And when we tell normal temperature and pressure, then this is called NTP. Now, what is this? A standard temperature. A standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, and that is equals to 0 plus 273, and it becomes 273 Kelvin. K stands for Kelvin. In the same way, standard pressure. This is only 760 mm of Hg column. What does Hg stand for? Mercury. Mercury column. Okay. Now one question I am explaining you how to solve this, how to use it. Application. Application of Boyle's law. And the question is 120 milliliter, ml stands for milliliter, of a gas is collected at 800 millimeter pressure. What volume will it occupy at 600 millimeter pressure? So what is given? 100 milliliter of a gas. That means this is the initial volume, and that is equals to V1. So this is 120 ml. Collected at 800 millimeter pressure. Then what is this 800 millimeter pressure? This is initial pressure. Initial pressure. And that is equals to P1, and that is 800 millimeter mm. And what volume will it occupy? That means what we have to find out. That becomes final. So this is final volume, that is V2, we have to find out. Occupy at 600 millimeter pressure. That means here also this is final pressure. And that is P2, and that is equals to 600 millimeter. Now by Boyle's law, what we know? That P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. Yeah, because product of these two physical quantities, pressure and volume, is constant always according to Robert Boyle. And that's why we will write P1 V1 equals to P2 V2, and now we have to find out V2, and that's why what we will write V2 equals to P1 V1 by P2, and therefore V2 is equals to, now you put the values. P1 value is 800, V1 value is 120 by P2 value is 600. Now you cancel, double zero you cancel, 6 20 is 120, and 28 is how much? 160. This is the milliliter, and if you verify, this is our answer. And if you verification is what? P1 V1. Now P1 V1, P1 is how much? 800. V1 is how much? 120. And then how much you get? 12 8 is 96. And then 000, 96,000. Then P2 V2. P2 is how much? 600. And V2 is how much? Just now we have calculated 600. Sorry, 160. And then you multiply 6 and 6 are 96. And then 000. So here you find both the values are equal. And therefore we find P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. Verified. Thank you. If you like, please share and subscribe.